You're highly welcome to Future Setters Institute's Youth Development Show, and we're currently at episode 10. Today, we are going to be interacting on the topic authentic leadership, how to lead with integrity. You see, a lot of leaders are in positions, but most of them just acquire money. They don't really build a good reputation. So today we are going to tell you the steps. What does he take to build a good reputation? What does it take to build integrity? And we have a very great speaker who is also a politician and is groomed in the aspect of leadership. Definitely, you are going to be learning a lot. Also, a lot of you may be wondering, what's Future Setters Institute all about? What do we do? So, Future Setters Institute is an institute where young minds are groomed on three core niches: leadership, personal development, and work ethics. Yes, because young individuals need these skills to thrive. You see, we just live in a world where people feel skills are not really important, or they just need is money. But no, it's not all about money. It's all about skills that you can use to impact the world. Because there are so many young people out there that actually need these skills. All you just need to do is to give them what they truly want, not giving them what they don't want. Right. So this is the main reason why we are here. So today we are discussing on authentic leadership. While last week we talked about a very huge topic where Mr. Stephen Koto said you need to be selfish in 2025, not in terms of the word, but he said be selfish because you need to know how you spend your time. Right. So today is all about authenticity. So I'm going to be welcoming our great speaker in the person of going to be welcoming our great speaker in the person of Mr. Evans Oyoyo. Honorable sir. Honorable Evans Oyoyo.
Thank you
You're
for
highly
having
welcome.
me, bro. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So we are here. We are listening to you now, sir. You have the floor.
Okay. Uh, Thank you once again for having me. Um, the topic for today is a very engaging one, and the first time you told me about it, I said this is a very hard topic to talk about when you look at the country that we live in. You know,
Sure.
integrity seems to be lacking in Nigeria today. And when you want to talk about it and add it to politics, it seems as if it's impossible because politicians often lose their integrity the moment they go into politicking. You understand? So, integrity, first of all, is about what you do when nobody's watching, your strong character and principles. You understand? So, and when you want to merge it with Nigerian politics, it's very, very hard because our politicians, so many of them don't have it. So, how do we start to talk about it? Although there are still some good ones, there are still some that have held their integrity over the years as politicians. So, first of all, it is easy, it is possible. It is possible to be a politician and still hold your integrity and still have your integrity intact. It's very, very possible. First of all, you don't have to be hungry for position. Don't be hungry. It is not a do or die affair. If you must uphold your integrity as a politician, you must not see politics as a do or die affair. And secondly, it must not be your source. Politics must not be your source. It must not be where you feed from. If you must uphold your integrity as a politician, that politics must not be where you hope to make money from. It should be a place of service. So when I see people say they are politicians, the first thing I ask, what do you do for a living? Are you a politician for a living or you do something else? If you are a politician for a living, it's very almost impossible for you to have integrity because you will compromise, you must compromise so that you can be able to feed. So if you are doing politics for service sake, you will be able to uphold your integrity. You know, in today's Nigeria, when you are doing something right, you want to almost question yourself if you're actually doing something right. Because the large amount of people that are doing very wrong things are so much that those that are doing the right things, they have to now start questioning themselves if they're actually doing the right thing. So in a country like Nigeria where people are constantly breaking the law. People are constantly being compromised. You have to hold your ground. You have to always hold your ground. You have to know yourself, know what you want. When I went into politics, my first when people ask me and say, why are you going to politics, I tell them for service. When I was even campaigning, my slogan was opportunity to serve. Opportunity to serve. It was for service. It was not for. I was already doing well. I was already making money. I had other business that I was already engaged in. But I wanted a situation where I can serve. Because I found out that we cannot just continue to talk and talk and talk on social media, complain from today, because even the Bible says, I think the Bible, or there's a quote that says, evil prevail when good men stand and do nothing. So I said,
True.
I want to be involved. Instead of just complaining, why don't I get involved in politics? That was why I went to politics in the first place. So when I got in, I found out that it was not as easy as I thought from the outside. You have to compromise a lot to get into a political position. You have to compromise. That means before you can win easily, you have to throw away your integrity. Because in the political setting of Nigeria, there are leaders who hold this party to ransom. And for you to be able to gain their support, you have to throw your integrity to the winds. So how do we begin to project those that are actually that actually have strong character, that are actually honest, that actually mean to do what they have said they want to do? How do we project such people? It becomes very hard. That was uh, when Peter Obi came and Labour Party was coming everywhere. You see that those most of the people that formed I don't want to make a reference to any political party, but we have to make an example from a political party in Nigeria, because we are talking about politics here and integrity. So when Peter Obi was
Sure.
having
Sure.
this frenzy and everybody was running after Peter Obi, if you see that those that really made a bunch of the politicians that went to Labour Party, they were first time politicians. Most of them were doctors,
Very true.
students. You see market women, see businessmen. They were all coming into Labour Party. Why? Because they see a place where they can actually flourish and show their true identity, show their true character, and not be talked down on. Like on the other political party, you cannot really flex your muscle. You don't have a say for yourself, because even when you have good intentions, when you go into there, you have to throw your integrity to the winds. You have to compromise on your principles, because you need support of so and so, and then it is what those people want that you will do. You understand? So
That's true.
it is important. I've met a lot of good people in politics. I've met people who have strong character, who have their integrity intact. But at the end of the day, because the more you grow in this politics, the more uh, you want to hold on to power, you want to hold on to influence, you want to hold on to. In the course of that, there are certain principles that will start to fade. You understand? But I have also seen some persons that have said no, that have also stood their ground and said no. And although people like that will always have problems, they will always have people trying to pull them out and all that. But yes, it is possible to stand and say no. Because I am one of them. I am often seen as a very stubborn politician, because I have a very strong principle that if I say this is what I want, because my convictions are different, and I say this is what I want, this is what I stand for. Even if it takes the governor to say no, I can also stand my ground and say no, because I don't feed from there. You can take the politics away from me, but you cannot take my strong principles and take my values away from me. So I know who I am, and I can stand and say no to any pressure, any day, anytime. So before you go into politics, if you don't want to compromise, first of all, have something doing. Hold on to your principles, and don't let anyone compromise you. Don't let anyone compromise you. People are watching. It might take time before people start noticing you, but people are watching, and one day they will see um they will see the good side of what you stand for, and you will get the needed recognition in due time. So yes, it's possible to build a strong integrity and character as a politician. It's very, very possible. But in the space where we find ourselves in Nigeria, is although it's very hard, but yes, it's possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you once
Mm,
more. Thank you so much, sir.
mm,
I do appreciate you for what you
mm.
said. And definitely a lot of people are watching and they see good things in what you said as well. So once more, thank you so much. Let's listen
Thank you.
to this recorded message.
Future
Okay.
Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach, you are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future setters. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you.
So once more, I appreciate our speaker in person of Honorable Evans Usunde. Once more, thank you. Well,
Thank you.
I'm also going to be talking on the same topic. And well, the world is just something else. I'm going to use Nigeria as a case study. It's just something else. And if we do not build authentic leadership, we'll definitely be heading backward. It's very huge, a very huge thing we need to know. So, according to what you said, I'm going to talk briefly concerning from where you talked about. The first thing is don't throw your integrity away. Now, there are three things that can test a person. There are three things that can test a person. There's three things that can test your integrity, and these three things: number one, power; number two, money; number three, women. So a lot of young people or a lot of people aspiring to be leaders, they appear to be very good. They have good intentions. They have good plans. They have everything. They have this goodness in them. But then when they get power, when they just get that power, everything changes. They begin to follow Godfathers. You must obey. You must listen to what I tell you. Those plans you have to sacrifice them for what the Godfather has to tell you, and that's already a big problem. You see some persons, yes, in Nigeria currently, yeah. So there's a man, very dark man. Yes, he speaks a lot. He does a lot of things. But one thing about people is they can speak a lot, but when it comes to action, give them the position. You will see they will fall. They will fail. Because you see, some people can speak, they are very good at fighting for the people doing. Give them the power. They will fail. Most of them will fail. It's only few people when they are given power, they can go through things rightly. I believe most of us are also seeing the situation of things in Africa, in the world right now. You see, there's a particular president that they want to kill at the moment because of the things he's doing, the good things he's doing. Yes, they want to kill him. So everything starts from you knowing these three things can test your power, test your integrity. If you can stand strong and obey these three principles, you know how to handle these three principles, you are good to go. So the first thing is power. You are tested with power. So you need to know how to manage power. Don't let power change who you truly are. You have good things in you, you have good potential, you have a lot of value in you. Don't compromise it for what people tell you. Don't compromise it for all those, for the position you just got and all that. No, you can bring those good things into that position. You can bring those good values into that position. You can even, another thing that people don't know is a leader can build or create an environment. Just like you saw Peter Obi, as you just said, Peter Obi, the kind of people that were flocking around him were good people, gentle people, calm people. You see, the kind of leader, the person that comes out will bring good people around him. So a leader can determine those around his environment. So if you can manage the power, you can actually change the narrative of the people around you, and things will go smoothly. The second one is money. You see, leaders, most of them have problems with finance. When it comes to finance, if they are given some amount of money, they talk about their stomach infrastructure, talk about how they can take care of their family, take care of build houses, do a lot of investments and all that. They don't think about the people, the common masses, people that are hungry, that need money, that need help, that need businesses, they need good businesses, they need an increase in their salary. They don't think about that. All they think about is how do I eat? How do I grow? How do I work on myself? How do I work on my family and all that? You see, some of the politicians, they are even bringing their children into the system. This is another problem. They bring their children into the system. They don't think about the people that truly have the people at heart. And that is a problem. So when money is involved, people want the money. They want to hold on to the money. They don't want the money to circulate. And that is also a problem. When you have people at heart, you think about how to use the money to better the people. But most of us, when we get the position, we think about how to use the money for our own selfish interests. Another problem. The last one is women. When it comes to women, see, a lot of people, when they enter position, they are very good. They don't follow women. They don't do this. But when they begin to follow women, they begin to have sex, do unnecessary things. They begin to party, do unnecessary things. They begin to forget the reason why they entered such a position. So like I said, three things can change a man and make a man not to be a man of integrity. If you can work on these three things, you will grow. You understand? Now, what's authenticity? Like Honorable Evans said, authenticity is me showing who I truly am. I'm bringing what I have with me. This is what I have. This is my value. This is what I can do. If I'm saying A, my A is A. I'm asking somebody, what did Victor say? And the person is like, Victor said, this is what we want to do. Then you now go ahead to ask another person, what did Victor say? You now start hearing another thing. Or maybe Victor said this. You now ask Victor, what did you say? You now start saying something else. That is a very big problem that a lot of people have. Like I said, you need to know, you need to be authentic. Be consistent. Be consistent. Your A should be your A. Your B should be your B. Don't take sides. Take sides. Another problem that a lot of politicians usually have. They take sides. They have their own set of people. They tell things. While when it comes to telling the world the right thing, they will tell them the opposite. They will plan everything and tell people the opposite. So who are you? The question is, who am I? Who am I? Who are you? If you can know who you are, then you are good to go. You need to ask yourself, I want people to know me for this. I want to in that position, I want to touch lives by the position I'm giving. Not necessarily having the position, having all the title, having all the power, but no impact. A very big problem. So the first thing that you need to do is to build sincerity, truthfulness. Build sincerity, truthfulness. If you can be truthful to those that are working with you, if you can bring your teammates together, tell them that this is what we want to do, and we all work together towards it, definitely things will work very well. But you see, most of us don't want to be truthful, don't want to be sincere. We just want to continue telling lies. If they ask you how much is in the account, you are like, the amount in the account now is 100 million. The amount in the account is 98 million. You see, people are already telling lies. So we should be sincere. We should be truthful to the teammates, people we are working with. If the year it is 100 million, yes, I'm telling you it is 100 million. You ask the other person, it's 100 million. Yes, it is 100 million because this is what I stand for. This is what I know. I want people to know me for the value I possess. The next thing that can help us to build authenticity, a leader needs to be financially prudent and accountable. He needs to be financially prudent and accountable. You see, I've at least to an extent held some positions in universities, NYSC, and so many other positions in churches and all that. There are some leaders that can never be held accountable. You give them money, or they just waste the money. Even when there are situations where there is a joint account where the president has to meet this or that to withdraw money. In such a situation, you may end up hearing that the president traveled. Before you know, you hear the money has disappeared. Before you know, you hear this, you hear that. You begin to wonder why should I be that kind of leader? I'm talking to some of us now. You just have a small position just in your church. Now you are giving money, you are running away with the money, but you are complaining about Nigeria, you are complaining about the world that things are not working well. Why not start from the small position you are giving, from the little local government chairman you are giving? You should be able to be accountable for the little amount, because if you can be accountable for the little amount of money you are giving right now, definitely when you have so much money, you will be accountable. Even the Bible that said it, that give a man little. A man that does little well will be giving more, because people are able to trust him for the little he was giving. But you see, most of us don't really see that in as something important. So it is very good. A leader needs to be accountable. If you see that your leader is not accountable, he's not ready to, does not care about finances, he thinks about how to waste your money and all that, then there's a problem. So we need leaders that are accountable. That's another way to build authenticity. Then another thing is teamwork, authenticity, teamwork, trying to bring people together. Now you have a team. You see, one thing that I've learned from some leaders is we should not go alone to purchase items. Now we're assigned to do or go get something, go and get this particular product. You want to go alone, but it's not fair, it's not good. Go with someone. That person will attest to the fact that that person will attest to the fact that you bought this particular thing. The person will be able to stand for you when there is problem. But when you decide to go alone, it's already a very big problem. So we need to see how we go with a team. We go with a team of persons. We are going to get a particular product. Do not go alone. Go with people. Go with someone. The person will tell you. The person will be able to stand for you. If you ask somebody outside, if for example you go to get something now, there's nobody you can tell, or so there's nobody that can vouch for you that you went to get this thing. But when a leader goes with someone, that person can tender the report that this is what we're going to get because you went together. So you should try to build teamwork by collaborating with your teammates, with people that are working with you. Try to carry them along. Don't go alone. Never go alone as a leader. Go with someone that can help you, because you are, like I said, you did not appoint yourself to be in that position. People appointed you. So if you are accountable, you are good to go. And like under the same thing, we need to see how we write down, we document, we write down whatsoever thing that goes on. We should ensure we document everything. Whatsoever money that is spent on this should be documented. You see, if we don't document these things now, we'll forget about them. A very big problem. So we forget about them. So authenticity, we need to ensure that we should document everything, every expenses, every journey, and reports should be given. Reports can be given periodically, monthly, weekly, yearly. People should hear reports. When they hear reports, they are always happy. I've been in situations where the leader does not give reports. They ask the leader for a report, and the leader is like, okay, by the next meeting, I'll give report and all that. Then the next meeting, the leader now says, oh, next meeting, I'll give report. You see, all those things are not fair, are not good. So people are already doubting. They are already doubting the capacity of the leader. How can a person who is our leader, a person that we put into this position, somebody that we are paying money to, we are paying taxes to, we are paying this to, does not want to give us reports? That's already a very big problem. Then you see, when you spot people, there's a way you spot people. When you see people that are already behaving and they are not authentic, you see the way they are talking, and they don't just want to be straightforward. They don't want to be true to you. They don't want to tell you what is happening. They don't want to discuss anything with you. They always run away from such conversations because they already know what they have done. So a leader needs to be straightforward, truthful, sincere. All these things will help us. Will help us to grow. Then when you spot a leader that does not support, is always against, also suspect that leader. The leader is always like somebody that is standing up, is trying to say, I don't support what you are saying now. I don't feel that things should be done this way. As a leader, when you support such people, they're always against somebody that is always saying the truth. There's already a problem. So it's some people, when you unanimously make decisions, see, there are some decisions we make now, we all make the decisions together. Then you now hear it outside that the decision we all made is the opposite that is being agreed on. There's already a problem. You know that leader is not straightforward. So, like I said, if we all unanimously made a decision on something, we should agree on that decision. We should stand on it. Even if we go outside, we hear whatsoever is being said, we know that this is from our leader. This is from our leader. That's already authenticity. We need to be authentic. We need to be sincere. We need to be truthful. And we should always support our teammates as a leader. If you cannot support your teammates today, do you expect that teammate to support you? No, it does not happen. So a teammate has to support you. He has to be there for you. He has to always be there for you right now before you now start thinking of the person supporting you. So you support people for them to support you back. That was even what we discussed last week. Do not say A and do B. So you need to be straightforward. Like I said, always stand for whatsoever is right. If somebody calls you, no matter the disciplinary panel, no matter the officers that are calling you, as far as you stand your ground and you do things in sincerity, you will always win that case.
Okay.
But when you are
okay,
so when you are
okay, finish. Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay,
Please.
you said a lot. When I was talking just now, I made mention that it's because in this country we don't have records. We don't use records. Before you even aspire for a political position, maybe in America or in the UK, they go back to your previous records. How you've held leadership position before. You understand the reports of those you led. You understand your
Sure.
how you went about being, if you were ever convicted. It is only in Nigeria that we hear that an ex-convict in America is a senator today in Nigeria. You understand?
That's
So we don't keep records of people. You don't expect a wolf to automatically become a sheep. You
true.
understand? You don't expect that to happen. If that person is a criminal and hide himself during campaign, to get elected, if he gets to office, he's going to be a criminal. That
Definitely.
is why I said earlier, people, when you see their desperation, when I see a leader that wants to contest for a particular police position, and the first thing I see is the desperation. Who is any leader that is going to a position to do good will not be desperate, because he knows he's going there for service. Those that are desperate, they are going there for themselves. That is why they have that desperation. They can do anything to get into that position. So if you are actually going there to serve, you know you are going there to give value, you will not be desperate. In fact, the people you are going there to serve will have you. They are lucky of you. So you're putting yourself there for service. So you don't have to be desperate about it. So, but when I see politicians saying they will kill, they will do this, they will fight, they will do this, they must get there with anyhow, blood will flow, blah blah blah. I just know that these guys are going there for themselves. You understand? They are going there for their pocket. So we don't keep records. We can start doing that. We can start doing something about that. Someone says, I want to become a counselor, for an instance, and if you are going to become a counselor, it should be someone I know from my area, because counselor is like the first government you meet, someone you grew up with. So was this person a thief when he was growing up? Was this person a womanizer when he was growing up? Was this person check his background, because this is someone you know. And our issue is that even the people themselves don't have integrity. Because you will see someone today saying all sorts of things. Talk is very cheap. You see someone that can, they will just say all the problems we have in Nigeria, talk it very well. The thing is very sweet in your ears. And when they have opportunity to make a change, you will see the same people collecting 10,000 naira. So voting the same people they are talking against. So even the people themselves don't even have integrity. That is the biggest problem that we have. So these things are not supposed to be hard. You'd already know that this guy is not fit, is not good for this position. But because we don't have integrity, we say, okay, because this guy is throwing money around, we just put him there. And we expect him to automatically become a saint. It does not happen that way. Whereas you see someone that has integrity, really is coming there to come and serve, is coming there to come and do the work that is required of him, you will ignore that person because it's not throwing money around, and vote for someone else who very well has no integrity, has no principle, has no around. You just think that person is the right person for the position. So we should start keeping records of people. But when you mention when they get into office, they start money corrupts them, power corrupts them, women corrupts them. Those things does not come because they went into that office. They were already things that they were living. Those were their true nature. You understand? Those were their true nature. It is just that we didn't check, we didn't know, we don't keep background check of people. You understand? You cannot be an ex-convict and become a president of America. Go even to the hospital your mom gave birth to you, they have the records. You understand? They have the record. The hospital, your schoolmates, all the records are there. So you cannot be an armed robber and become a president of America or become a prime minister of Britain. You understand? So they have background check of everybody. They have the records of all how you have led your life all over, all from when you were an infant. So you don't expect someone who probably was a drug pusher and he somehow becomes the president of a nation, and you expect that person to the best president ever. God does not make a mistake. God will not put the right person in a position with the wrong method. God will never put someone even if you are the right person there, he will not use the wrong method to put you there. So if you are there with the wrong method, that's not God's work. So let's start having background check of people, checking people out. Like if before I do business with people, first thing I look at is this: if he's married, how is this person treating his family? I look beyond just the business part of it. You can be very good in business, you understand, but if your home is not good, it goes a long way to weigh you down. You understand? It can also destroy that business relationship that we have. So I go a long way to do a background check of people. I don't just move with people. I do a background check of people. I want to know you for you personally. So even in politics, that is what I do. When I meet people talk a lot. There are a lot of things people want to say. Talk is cheap. Yeah. You see people that are very articulate. They can really talk. They have grammar in their mouth. They speak all the good English, but their brains are empty. You understand? And their heart is very, very dark. You understand? So I look beyond just the words. I try to do a background check of people, and most of the time when you do a thorough background check of people, you are surprised what you see. That it beyond the physical look, you are surprised. Most times you will see someone that says a professor is probably a cult leader. You understand? I've seen a lot of the professor. You will see looking very well. You think everything is going on for this guy, but he's a cult leader. After you see someone that probably a lecturer, after class, he's the one joint smoking sorts of illicit drugs. So these are things you look when you want to see. Even in leadership, you don't give leadership to people because they can speak good English. You don't give leadership to people because they have good jobs. You don't give leadership to people because they are handsome or they look presentable. You give leadership to people because of their work ethics. Their work ethics over the years. How have they managed people? Their people management. How have they managed people for the years they have held some little positions? You understand? But in Nigeria, you see persons just coming because they have money and they are elevated to leadership status. So when they get there, you see that they don't really know what to do, and they are just messing up. Money does not give you wisdom. Money does not give you a leader. Because you have money does not make you a leader. You can have all the money, and the wisdom that organization needs is in the hands of one very poor guy or a very young guy. You understand? So we have to start searching our leaders, doing a background check, checking their life beyond what we see in the physical. Thank you.
That's true. Once more, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I want to just speak from what you said is the fact that we need to take action more than speak. You understand? So
Yeah.
a lot of us we love speaking, we love communicating, saying all sorts of things, but we also need to go back to the documents, go back to the show us proofs, show us proof
Yes.
of your schooling. You know, some people don't even show us the schooling, don't show us the results. They
That's it.
forge the results. They forge the results and all that. And one thing is, we may not be in that big position right now, but the small position we have right now, how well are we handling that small position?
Of
That is a
course.
question we also need to ask ourselves. Dig deep into yourself. Examine yourself. Examine your mind, your conscience. Like, am I really doing well in that position? Are people really happy to see me in that position? You see some persons when, last week when we talked on servant leadership, building servant leadership, you see some people, because of the nature of the way the leader treats them, they begin to think so badly of themselves. They begin to think so badly of people around them that these people are their enemies. You understand? But when the
Yes.
leader is very good, very, very hospitable, he brings them closer to themselves, he humbles himself towards people. People have that longing, and so they have that, they have their mind to always work with that leader. That's another major problem. A lot of people just, they just push people away. They feel because they have a position, they are the Lord, they are the one. People have to tell them, my God, my Lordship, my this, my that. No, that's not how things are supposed to be. A major problem. So we should think beyond that position, because after some time, we leave the position. When we leave the position, what will people say about us? Another question we'll ask ourselves: what will people truly say about us? Is it that this person he stole all our money? The person is not trustworthy. The person, before you know, people will say all sorts of things about you. So you may lose your reputation because of that, right? So these are some of the things we should go back and examine ourselves and grow ourselves. And also for everyone following us, please do well to share your comments. If you have anything you want to add, any contribution, feel free to contribute in the comment section. Yes, and also if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes. Once more, we do appreciate everyone following us, and listen to people. Do not hate. This is one point that I feel we also need to know about. Listen to people. Do not hate them. Try to listen to people. Somebody is saying this particular point. Just take your time to process it and find meaning in whatsoever the person is saying. You don't just, there are some people, because you already hate them, you don't even want to listen to them. You don't care about what they think. And actually, possibly what they think is even the best option. That if you try this thing, it works perfectly well. So we should try to bring people closer. Try to listen to them and read meanings. Try to understand what they are truly saying. It will help us in a long way. Then, like I said before, be consistent. If you are saying A, be A. If you are saying B, be B. You cannot be two-sided. You cannot be in two directions. You have to stand for what is of utmost value to that environment. What do people need there? What are people saying? Try to meet people personally. Ask them, what's the problem? What do you think? What do you think we can do? What do you think we can do? And people may pour out their emotions to you. But when you decide to always feel that it is only you, it is only what you do, it's only your stomach infrastructure, like the way Nigerian people do it, this is already a very huge problem. I feel that Nigeria can be great. I actually feel Nigeria can be great. This is like I would say this is like a setback to an extent. I know every problem in the world can be solved. every problem in the world can be solved. It just needs a matter of time and good people that are ready to change the narrative. They are ready to do things. You see some young people, they are already coming up things. They are doing well. They are trying to share their opinions and all that. If young people can actually come together to engage more young people so that they can create a movement that can be long lasting, that can impact the world and change the way the country is, this can actually help to make the world a better place. So all we just need to do is to do not hide whatsoever thing, whatsoever opinion you have. You don't need to hide it. All you just have to do is bring those opinions out, share them out, let people know the ideas you have, let them know the points you have, let them try to see meaning in what you are saying. And if they definitely resonate to the vision you have, things will go smoothly. So we need to see how we can know our vision. What is the reason? What is the reason why I'm the leader? Why am I the leader? Ask yourself, why am I the leader? Because a leader is one thing that we need to know is, first of all, know who a leader is. A leader inspires others to make action, to take action. A leader builds people's mindset. A leader can actually make people to think the way you are thinking, and you're thinking, this thing cannot work, this thing cannot. A leader can just make things work, make people take action and do things better, right? So we need to see how we can build good leadership. We can bring great leaders to the organization, bring great leaders that can change the narrative, and also do not throw away your integrity. Try to stand for what is right. Do not push people that are good. Don't push people that are good. You need to bring them closer. People that and you don't need to kill people. I will just share a short story. One thing I think back then, 6 years ago, I lost my uncle in University of Benin. I will not say his name, but back then I lost my uncle. What happened? He was contesting deanship in University of Benin because people feel that he's the youngest professor in engineering. They killed him in his house. And then after everything, they did the election, the person won. And after how many years? 2 years, the person already handed over and life continues. But what if that my uncle is still alive today? They would have given him an opportunity to lead, but they said, no, let's kill him. It's an opposition to us. That is one problem with us in a country like this. People want to kill whatsoever person, anybody that comes my way that wants to take over any position I have in mind. I will kill him, I'll push him away and all that. No, that is not it. Those people that you feel are opposition, you can bring them closer, make them happy. You can actually just give them a chance to rule, to do things. And actually, they are not really hungry. They are not really they are not really hungry. I would say they are not really hungry for power. They just want to change something. But you just kill that person's dreams, that person's vision. The person has taken so much time to build himself. But what we just do is to kill such people. So we need to be people of integrity. It's not all about the position, but what you can do. And also another thing is, you don't need to have a position before you can lead. You see, we all feel I must become the president before I change Nigeria. Look at the person that did not win the position of the president. He's still taken as a person of integrity. Whatsoever that person says, people still value it because this is who we voted for. You understand? So change the narrative of I need to be the president, I need to be the leader before I do this. It's a major problem that we also have to change that perspective, change that mindset, and see how we can help people. If you can help people around you, help them. Whatsoever it takes you, in any way you can, help them. Also, if it's word of advice, if it is monetary, if it is anything that you can use to help people, try to help them. It is very much important for us to do that. Once more, I appreciate you all for being with us. Thank you so much, Mr. Evans. Okay, so we'll be moving on to our comment section.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Moving on to the question and answer session now. Okay, so moving on to the first question. The first question says, how do you withstand pressures that may taint your character as a leader? That's the first question.
Well, it's easy. First of all, if you know yourself, first of all, you should know why you decide to hold that leadership position in the first place. That is the most important thing, because if you know where you are going, nobody will be able to push you aside. If you know where you are going, your vision, your mission, nobody will be able to push you aside. No pressure. No pressure. The issue is that people have decided not to put down their vision and mission. If I say I want to build a house,
Okay, so while we wait for our speaker, I feel that a lot of people they don't really know how to withstand pressure. Our character is being tested every day. Like I said before, our character will be tested. It will be tested. But how well do we withstand these pressures? People will tell you, you must do this, you must obey me, you must do this. I'm the one that put you there, and you must do this, you must do that. Think about these things. These things occur every day. You may not know me because you've not led before, but actually, if you can know some of the ways, you need to first of all build your mind, build your mindset. Your mindset will determine how you respond to certain things. It may be involuntary, something that you have already built in yourself. You've already built your mind that, okay, whenever this temptation comes, whenever this particular thing comes, I know how I will handle it. I know how I will come through, how I will do it. But most times we just see it, we just fall prey because we have not built ourselves. And also open yourself to opportunities. Opportunities will teach you how to do these things. Opportunities will build you on so many things. If you have not solved a particular problem now, you will not be able to solve it later. So if you've been able to withstand these pressures, maybe in the little positions you are given, you have been a leader for this organization, or you have been a leader for that organization, or you have been head of this, or you have been head of that, you have been able to handle this thing very effectively. What happens is, if such thing comes up again, you will still have that courage to handle it. Another thing is also need to build your courage. You need to build your courage because when you are surrounded by a lot of people, you are surrounded by so many persons around, so many people are around. You are like, what do people need? How do I please the people? You understand? So that's another thing. Once more, welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Okay, you can proceed.
yeah, sorry, a call came in, so it disrupted my. So okay, as I was saying,
No,
if whatever leadership position you find yourself, you did not just jump into it. You probably had a plan before you got to that position. So if you already had a written plan to get in there, you should have a plan now that you are there to get it to this next level, or probably get it to your destination if that is not your destination. So if you already have that plan, make sure that plan is the core foundation of everything you want to do as a leader, whereby what you need that time from your teammates, like you have said earlier, is advice. You understand? It's just like the leader of a house. The leader of a house, you are the head. As the man of the house, you are the head. What you need that time from your wife, your children, are advice, where you can also look at how to modify your own plan with their advice. You understand? Because everybody now see you as a leader. Your word is the final say, but you can take advice then from people, or see if you see a better thought, you can say, okay, this was my plan. Okay, I think we can also modify my plans to fit into this. You understand? But when you put yourself under pressure to please anyone, you will miss it as a leader. Don't put yourself under pressure to please anyone. As a leader, you have the responsibility. The responsibility is with you. all your teammates are advisors. Don't allow anyone to put pressure on you. God speaks to us here. It's not the Church of God mission. They are, because in the first place, while you are doing this, don't do it rudely. Don't do it rudely. Every advice from your teammates is a good advice. You understand? Even though you want to turn it down politely. You understand? The ones you can now take and modify with your own plans. You take and modify with your plans, so that you can also get fresh ideas from. That is why we work with other team members, so that we get fresh ideas. Because as you move in that journey, your plan might become maybe old, and you need someone with a newer idea to freshen up the plan to come in. So that as they are giving you idea, but you must still stand your focus as a leader. You must stand your ground, because the vision was first given to you by God. The vision was with you first.
Sure.
So whatever you take from your teammates, then your team members, then advice that you can now use to modify, not to change your own initial plan. Never change your plan. Never be under pressure to change your plan, because your plan got you there in the first place. Your plan is going to get you to the next level. Just take advice, see new innovations, see from other angles, but stand your plan and modify with other advices. So that way you can never be under pressure to please anybody, or to do any bidding that you don't want to do, that it's against your core values or your character. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Well, okay, still on this same question. One thing that a lot of us need to know is we don't need to rush to make decisions. I've been in a situation where maybe I was a leader of a particular role in the church. Then someone called me and was like, okay, Victor, this is what we need to pay for. It's 10,000 naira. As a leader, I'm not around. I'm currently in a different state. Then she just said, we came out as youths of that place, and we said we are going to donate the sum of 20,000 naira. And I was like, how you didn't inform the leader before making the decision? They just rushed out of, because you see, when you are in a place where there are adults, where they are mothers, fathers, and youths, they've called the mothers have donated, the fathers have donated, then the youths now, they now said, oh, the parents have come out. Why the youths not? They just decided to rush out with impulse to go and make decision. And that decision affected us to an extent, because we are not really financially buoyant at that moment to make that decision. So we don't need to rush to make decisions. If there are certain things coming up right now, and something coming up right now, you can still wait. You can still take some time to ask, do some consultations, ask some questions. These things will help us. But you see, we just rush at that moment because we lack experience. We lack enough experience, because those people, they've not really experienced what we have experienced. So they will just rush and just make those decisions.
Exactly.
And that, before you enter that position you are now, definitely it is good to experience some other positions. You may have been in some other positions. So what that does for you is you try your possible best to know what you can do in such positions, so that when you get into other things, you get into other bigger roles, you will know how to handle it. That is why it's good to say, let us grow. We grow with time. We grow with time. We put our effort into every step. Every step is a period of learning. Because most of us just feel these things, just to lead and just do this, just do that. No, because you are doing it now, maybe with a small position. Then after that, maybe you just started from class prefect. And from class prefect, you became SUG president. From SUG president, possibly just became commissioner or something. And somebody will just call you, say, I see your good work, I see pointed. Just by luck. I have a lot of friends that it happens. You can just be doing something small, and from there, it just becomes so big because of the way you decided to expose yourself to every opportunity. You decide to always try, always do better. The other thing, we need to see how we can focus. If we focus on whatsoever thing, like you said, if we focus, it will help us, because we know that this thing is not part of our agenda right now. If this thing is not part of our agenda, we already have what we want to achieve. People are telling you, somebody will advise you, say, Victor, this thing is not good. Victor, that one is not good. Victor, this no, because we know this is why we are here in the first place. Then if we
Yes.
don't know the thing, like you said, vision. If we don't know the reason why we are here right now, then we'll keep moving around in circles. But now we know the reason. Well, the reason why we are here is because we want to drive change. We want to build people that can, that can after us, they can take over the position and do better. Then we are already focused. So that will help us in a long way to channel our effort to that area. That is one thing. So this can also help us to withstand pressure if we are focused. If we are focused, we will grow. Thank you so much once more, sir. So
Thank
moving
you.
on. All right. Moving on. The second question says, what are some ways one can use to build integrity?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, what are your values? Your values. What do you want out of life? Hello, am I connected? Oh, network. Okay, I'm connected, right?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I can say
Okay,
yes. I'm with
okay,
you.
okay. What do you want out of life, first of all? You know, first thing I told myself is that what do I really want out of life? What do I want out of this life? Am I just going to am I just going to spend maybe 70, 60 years in this world just roaming around, and at the end of the day I check out with adding no value to earth or to the people that I met here or left here? What are the values? What are the legacy you want to leave on earth? Once you already have that, you want to leave a legacy, then you start working towards it. How do I get here? You know, during my campaign, I learned a very important lesson. I went to several places to campaign, and I didn't know these people. They don't know me. I didn't know them. But some of them knew me, but I didn't know them. Some of them know me, but they didn't know I was the one. So when we get there and start introducing ourselves, someone will now, maybe a friend will say, this so and so person's child. They will not mention my father's name. The reception they are giving me will automatically change. This is someone that have died almost 15 years prior to this election, and people are still giving me that reception, that the honor that they should have given to him, they are still giving it to me because of the life he led when he was still around. You understand? So our legacy will continue to live many years after we are gone. So you can decide to do life and have a bad legacy. You can decide to do life and have a good legacy. It is two ways. There are some people that are remembered. Anini is remembered today, many years after he's gone. But what is he remembered for? You understand? So there are people who have checked out and have a very bad legacy that they will be remembered for eternity. Adolf Hitler today is still remembered. What is he remembered for? So, and we have had people who have also been remembered for good things, even many years after they've gone. So how do we want to do life? When you already have all those planned out, how do I want to do life? How do I want to be remembered after many years of my stay on earth and I have checked out? How do I want to remember? If it is the good side you want to be remembered for, then have a plan. Have a plan. And you cannot do that without having integrity. Because being a good person or being living this life with a good legacy requires you to have integrity. Having good friends requires you to have integrity. Having good business partners requires you to have integrity. In every space of life, if you want to be remembered, if you want to leave a good legacy, integrity is required. You cannot do life and want to leave a good legacy and say you want to do it without integrity. It will show and people will know you for who you are. But if you have integrity, your integrity will speak for you even when you are not there. There are people I know, we all have friends that maybe someone just come like this and say your friend did so and so. You can, even without asking that friend, you can deny for that person. I have friends like that. I can deny even without asking the friend. I already know that this guy cannot do this. You understand? Because I've seen him with strong integrity, strong character. I know that this guy cannot come to like this. I will just deny for the person. 100% of the time, I'm always right because I've seen their character. I've seen the kind of integrity that they hold. But so I can deny for them even without asking them. You understand? So it is not rocket science. Your integrity will show with time. So we have to know, first of all, how do we want to live this life? Do we want to live it and just live it the way we like, or we want to leave a good legacy? If you have that, then you must have integrity. You must have integrity to be able to leave a good legacy. So it is very easy to build integrity because, first of all, know yourself, know what you want out of life. Then you will know that building integrity is easy. Is easy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Just like you said, I will also talk briefly on this, and I will say that it's not about how long we live on this earth. It's not about how long. I have a friend who died last year. He died at 28 years, and when he died because of just a brief sickness. And then you imagine how people were saying good things about him. He was a great guy. He was very hardworking. He was always, anytime he's a very quiet person. He's very good to us. Very this, very that. These are things that people are talking about. At 28 years old. Then you will now see some people that lived up to 70, 80. People will be saying all sorts of things that this person behaved anyhow, he stole our money, he destroyed our property, he did this, he did that. Just like you also said, we need to create a good image of ourselves.
Yes.
We now we are talking. For example, we are talking. People are seeing our faces. They may feel we are good, but actually within us, we know who we are. We know what we
Yes.
carry within us. So we need to see how. One thing I've got to understand is we need to see how what we portray is also what we have within us. If we can do that, we are good to go because people need to see what is within us. Yes, there are some people, or there are some point in time that our heart to an extent may be black or something. They have some, yes, everybody has a particular comma somewhere, but we need to still
Yes.
see how we can work on ourselves, see how we can change certain things. Now, let's look at the life of Pope Francis. Now look at Pope Francis' life. When he was buried, you see, when he was to be buried, he decided to still go back. He told them that this is what I want. And you bury me with the same shoe I used back then. The place that they will bury other popes is not the place I want to be buried. I want to be buried in a different place. I want to do things on a calm note. See, integrity. People were talking about his way of life, the things he did, the lives he helped, people that he built. Understand? Look at these things. Look at the new election that was done. Look at the new election that was done. In a secret place, everything was done and peaceful. People were happy that this is who they brought. You see, this and another thing. We need to live a life of integrity. And look at Abacha. You see, this another name, Abacha. What will people say? What do people say about Abacha? Another question. Look at TB Joshua. He died so many years ago. What do people say about him? Good things. Some people may still come together and still say all sorts of things like that he died, he did this, he did that. But he still a good life and he left a lot of legacies behind. So one thing is we are in this life to serve others. We are in this life to help other people grow. We are here to help other people grow. If I have 10 friends and in those 10 friends, no one is growing through my impact, no one is doing well and I'm doing well, there is already a problem. So out of
Of
those 10
course.
friends, they should at least be doing well. They should at least know what I do. They should at least know what I stand for. At least they should be part of my team to an extent. I should always put them, carry them along in my activities. This will also help in a long way. Then also stop pretending to be who you are not. Stop pretending to be who you are not. You know who you are. If you are good, you are good. Just be good. If you are bad, you are bad. So just be who you are. Don't try to hide. Sometimes you will be in a hidden place. Sometimes you will be in an open place and all that, pretending to be who you are not. No, don't do that. So just try to be who you are, and this will help you to build a good relationship, and also try to build good relationship with people. Let people know what you do. Let people know what you stand for, who you are, and the values you have within you. Once more, thank you so much, sir. Okay, so
Thank you.
you're welcome. The last part is, in 1 minute, give an advice to young persons watching you. Any advice whatsoever, maybe young persons that intend to go into politics, or young persons that are facing any challenge whatsoever. Just feel free.
Uh, I work with young people a lot, and one of the things I tell them is this: create a strong value, create a strong value. Uh, in this age and in this time that we are now, if you don't value, you will just walk around empty. You just fight for what you believe in. It is in Nigeria now. You see that young people are gaining interest in politics now, not because
Sure.
not because they want to make money from it. That is the difference between our parents and now. Younger people are having interest in politics to change the narrative, not because they want to make money from politics. I've worked with a lot of young people during my time in these past few years in the presidential election and all that, and I've seen genuine zeal in young people to change the narrative all across Africa, not just in Nigeria. People have become having more interest in politics. So have strong values, and when you are given the opportunity you wish you will be given, hold on to your values. Don't compromise. Don't compromise. People are watching you. Those that will pressure you to compromise today will mock you tomorrow that you compromised. They will mock you tomorrow that you compromise. So do not compromise, because one of the things people don't know is that the 10 naira you compromise for today can be 1.1 to 1 billion tomorrow. You will lose more than that tomorrow. They'll say, this guy, I gave him 10 naira in 2001. He just compromised. How do I now begin to trust him with a million naira business or a billion naira contract? They will think you will compromise again because you took 10 naira yesterday. You understand? In your days of hunger, probably you compromise for 10 naira, and the same person have the opportunity to bless you with a billion naira contract today, and the person will deny you because he saw you compromise yesterday for less. So hold strong values. Do not compromise under pressure. Any storm you think you are facing now will pass. It has come to pass. It will shake you and it will pass. It will not kill you. You understand? There is nothing you are passing through today that people have not passed through before, that people have not seen before. Don't use the pressure of the moment to compromise your integrity. Stand your value, stand your character, and don't compromise, because it will come to haunt you in future. As a young person, know what you want out of life. Stay focused, know your vision, know your mission, and be focused about it. It will always produce the desired result in due time. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
I do appreciate
thank
you
you.
for your time, and it's so great. It's so
Thank
great
you very much.
to have you today. Yes, sir.
Thank you for
I
having
look
me.
forward.
Thank you for it was a huge honor.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. It's so
Yeah,
great to have you. Once more, look forward to greater collaborations. Yeah, definitely, the
of
next one will
course,
be. Yeah.
of course,
Thank you so
of
much,
course.
everyone. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. Yeah,
You're welcome.
I'll take my leave now. Thank you.
Yeah, you're free. You're free. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for being on our live. I do appreciate you all for being with us. Shout out to sponsor in the person of Oliver Wena Netiga. Longting Enterprises. Shout out to Precious Emmanuel. Shout out to Glory Michael. Shout out to Dashani Sivakuma. Shout out to Jamila Tuma. Shout out to all and each and every one of you that have supported us to ensure that we continue what we are doing. We do appreciate you. Also, we are open to your sponsorship, partnership, any way you can support us to keep on running, to keep what we are doing going. We do need your support in any way so we can continue keeping the fire burning and all that. Yeah, we do appreciate you all once more for being with us. Yeah, for those that are just watching, that are joining us, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have a lot of people that are lined up to impart you. A lot of knowledge will be shared. A lot of value will be dished out. A lot of programs will be done. So you just have to tune in to our program, which takes place by 3 p.m. every Sunday, 3 p.m. West African time. You know, West African time is different from other times. So you just have to know how to feed into your time. And also, if you know anyone that is interested in partnering with us, tell the person to reach out to the number on the screen, which is +234 7036 21 4263. Also, if you have friends that are willing to learn, they want to be part of our WhatsApp group, they want to learn, they want to grow, or people that want to be mentored by Future Setters Institute, we have great speakers, great persons that can mentor you so that you can become the best version of yourself. That is the essence of us having this program. We want you to be the best version of yourself. We want you to take your time to keep growing. We want you to be better off than where you started. Some of us, this is 2025. This is May 2025. If as at May 2025, you are not growing, you have not started growing, you have not started doing something new, you have not started building yourself, you have not started trying new things, then there's a problem. So that is the more reason why you need to see how you can take actionable steps. What are the things you are doing differently? How can you improve? Yes, maybe network is disturbing you. There are certain challenges you're having. How can you improve? How can you fight those challenges? How can you fight those problems if you do not know your problem? So it's so great to have you all with me, with us at Future Setters Institute. Once more, if you want to join our WhatsApp group, you can join with the link with the number +234 7036 21 4263. And also feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Future Setters Institute, Victor Otasoye. And also you can reach out to us on TikTok, which is Victor New Love. Also, if you have adverts you want to make in our program, feel free to post your adverts, to reach out to us so you can advertise with us. Like I said before, this is our WhatsApp number. You can message this number to join our WhatsApp group. We do appreciate each and every one of you that took our time to be with us today. Once more, next week's own is going to be awesome. Next week's own is going to be great because we are going to have a woman who is going to be interacting with us. Her name is Lokshana from India. She's going to be talking to us on how women can actually become valuable in leadership, what women can do so that they can thrive in leadership. You see, a lot of women are scared of leadership. They are scared at some point in time. So they need to know the steps. How can I really build my leadership style? How can I really engage in leadership? What are the qualities that I need to have? What are the things I need to do? And she owns a very great organization in India where she imparts people on leadership and so many other things. So do well to tune in by 3 p.m. West African time next week, Sunday.
Welcome to Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach. You are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you, and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future setters. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you.
Thank you once more, everyone. I do appreciate you for being with us. Tune in by 3 p.m. West African time next week, Sunday. Also, we are open to partnerships and sponsorships. If you want to make adverts in our program, feel free to reach out. If you also want to have shout outs during our program, reach out to us. Also, if you want to join our WhatsApp group, reach out to us via the number on the screen. Once more, thank you so much for being with us. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on our activities. Join our WhatsApp group so we can grow together. If you want to be mentored on leadership, personal development, and work ethics, also message the number on the screen. Thank you so much.